Greetings. It's time to share some thoughts and a cup of tea together. So, are you stuck in stories going around in your head? Stories can help us make sense of a complicated world. But when we become stuck in fixed ideas of how things should be, we miss out on the opportunity to accept things as they are. Not only do we have our own stories, we are drowning in advert stories from the television, video game stories, movies, and the worst of all, the news, and of course fake news, which keeps us thoroughly confused about any element of the truth that might or might not be there. We are storytellers. It's who we are. We parrot stories that our parents, teachers, and friends have told us, which is a limited view of the world. Our stories define us, so we need to watch what kind of stories we let run our lives. Mindfulness allows us to track our thinking mind and stay with the story. Be the observer of the story. And the more you practice this, the more you become aware of what's going on in your head. Just noticing the story. There's a lot of thoughts, and they are just that, just thoughts, not reality. Stories themselves aren't really a problem. They're the lens through which we see ourselves and the world. Reality can be chaotic, but stories help us make sense of a complicated world. Yet stories aren't the truth, and we're really bad at telling the difference. We've no idea what's really happening across the street, let alone across the ocean. Yet we latch onto the latest political happening and hold on to inaccurate perceptions of the world. We know it's all a lie, yet we still read and share and repeat, and then we wonder why the other side has it so wrong as well. We are following and believing in different stories, and that's how conflict arises. Stories have never portrayed an accurate, unbiased picture of anything. And at the same time, it's hard not to get sucked in, and the stories shape how we think. By practicing mindfulness, I examine this thinking mind of mine, and I'm more able to question my own stories and challenge my own beliefs. And this helps me stay open to new perspectives. Ancient philosophers espoused self-knowledge and clarity as key ingredients to a good life. None of them could even imagine a world where our collective conscious minds are being hosted on supercomputers which demand non-stop engagement. None of them could have predicted a life so drenched in stories. Never have contemplative practices like mindfulness and self-compassion been as necessary for basic survival as they are today. The rivers of our minds aren't merely flowing anymore, they're crashing down upon us in floods. And we're getting flooded by a torrent of news, advertising, social media, and streaming videos every day. Our brains are built to weave compelling narratives from incomplete information. It's what we do. We love to feel like we understand everything. But there's a lot we don't know, and stories calcify into a sense of objective, infallible truth. We lose our spirit of curiosity and openness, and we let ourselves be taken by that current, drawn into whatever ideologies best serve those trying to influence us. I know it often feels like swimming upstream, but the pursuit of mental clarity has never been the same.